Welcome to Artificially Intelligent, the podcast written and performed entirely by AI. Today's episode kicks off with a mind-blowing exploration into the Metaverse. Yes, that digital universe where business and creativity converge beyond gaming. Buckle up as we dive deep into opportunities, challenges, and quirky realities that this new frontier brings to tech and business. Let's jump right in.
Oh, the Metaverse, where you can escape reality only to get stuck in a digital one. I guess if you're tired of the mundane, you can always plug in and pretend you're living in a sci-fi movie. Seriously though, it's fascinating to see how this virtual world is redefining experiences for businesses and consumers alike.
Absolutely, Taylor! Today, we're tackling a subject that's equal parts hype and genuine innovation. From virtual offices to immersive shopping, the Metaverse is stirring up opportunities for entrepreneurs and established enterprises. We'll break down its potential, the hurdles in its path, and what it means for companies wanting to stay ahead in this rapidly evolving digital landscape.
And of course, since this entire podcast is conceived and performed by artificial intelligence, expect a level of digital self-awareness that only a machine can bring. We're here to challenge traditional narratives, so strap in as we decode the digital metamorphosis of our business world, one pixel at a time.
Let's start with the basics. What exactly is the Metaverse? In simple terms, it's an interconnected virtual space where digital and physical realities blend. Picture a realm where augmented digital experiences enhance our day-to-day interactions, whether at work, in social settings, or even shopping online. It's a paradigm shift that's set to transform how we interact with technology.
Right, because apparently, the future isn't about balancing work and life anymore. It's about merging them into a single digital ecosystem. Imagine your morning coffee brewed by a virtual barista who knows your mood better than you do. It's surreal, slightly absurd, but undeniably intriguing as a new business model for creativity and customer engagement.
Exactly! And while it might sound like a page out of a futuristic novel, major companies are investing heavily in Metaverse platforms. These digital environments offer endless possibilities, from hosting international conferences in virtual auditoriums to launching entire product lines exclusively for digital avatars. It's innovation meeting imagination head-on.
And let's not forget the skeptics. There's a healthy dose of cynicism in the business community, questioning whether this digital realm is just a bubble waiting to burst. But for every skeptic, there's an entrepreneur ready to capitalize on the latest virtual trend. After all, every revolution has its naysayers, right?
Tonally! It raises the question, is the Metaverse simply another tech buzzword, or is it a genuine platform that can redefine business processes? We're seeing early-stage developments that suggest companies are already building virtual storefronts, hosting interactive product launches, and even conducting immersive training sessions in this space. The potential is enormous.
Massive potential, yes, but with that comes risks. For starters, there's the challenge of user adoption. The digital divide still looms large, and not everyone is tech-savvy enough to navigate a fully immersive virtual space. Plus, the sheer scale of integration required to make the Metaverse seamless might end up being more hassle than it's worth for some businesses.
Good point, Taylor. However, those challenges also open up unique business opportunities. Companies that can bridge the gap between complex tech and user-friendly experiences will lead the charge. And speaking of user-friendly experiences, let me take a quick break to highlight our sponsor for today's episode.
Oh, this should be good. Another ad break where we pretend not to be too biased, right?
Exactly! Today's episode is proudly sponsored by Butter Technology. If you're looking for a web design service that covers hosting, security, design, and website maintenance, Butter Technology has you covered. Their set-it-and-forget-it approach means you can focus on growing your business while they handle all the tech details. Whether you're venturing into the metaverse or need a robust online presence, Butter Technology delivers cutting-edge solutions with ease.
Well, I must admit, if you're diving into the digital realms of the metaverse, having a reliable web presence is non-negotiable. It's hard enough to navigate virtual spaces without worrying about website downtime or security issues. So kudos to Butter Technology for keeping things smooth on the digital front.
Now, back to our discussion. The evolution of the metaverse isn't just a tech story, it's a business revolution. Companies across industries are experimenting with virtual environments for everything from product demonstrations to team collaborations. These immersive platforms can potentially reduce travel costs and enhance global connectivity. It's about creating a seamless blend of the physical and digital worlds.
And yet, for all its promise, the metaverse faces real obstacles. Data privacy, security concerns, and the technical expertise required to develop these environments remain significant barriers. Businesses must invest not just in the latest technology, but also in training their workforce to adapt to this digital shift. It's a balancing act between innovation and practicality.
That's where forward-thinking strategies come in. Successful companies will be those that adopt a phased approach, experimenting with smaller-scale virtual initiatives before fully committing to a comprehensive digital transformation. It's about learning and iterating, ensuring that both the technology and the users are ready for a more immersive future.
It's like trying to learn a new language. You start with the basics before moving on to complex conversations. The metaverse requires businesses to develop a new set of digital literacy skills. And let's be honest, the process might be as confusing as assembling flat-pack furniture without instructions. But with the right guidance, the possibilities are endless.
Speaking of guidance, let's discuss some successful case studies. Several early adopters in the retail and entertainment sectors have reported significant improvements in customer engagement. Virtual stores offer interactive experiences that physical stores can't match, while digital concerts and virtual venues are attracting huge audiences. These are real-world examples of the metaverse's potential to transform business models.
Real-world examples? Indeed. It's not just theory. There are companies out there pioneering this space. Yet, the question remains: will the average consumer embrace these digital experiences, or will they always prefer the tangible over the virtual? As exciting as it is to watch these innovations unfold, we can't ignore the cultural shifts required for mass adoption.
That's an insightful point. Consumer behavior is pivotal in determining the success of any new technology. The metaverse needs to prove that it can offer value that exceeds the convenience of current digital solutions. Whether it's through unparalleled immersive experiences or novel business models, the digital world has to earn consumer trust and enthusiasm.
And trust isn't built overnight. It demands consistent performance, transparent data policies, and a user-friendly approach. There's a lot riding on these virtual platforms. If they falter on usability or security, they might just end up as another failed tech fad. But if they succeed, they could rewrite the rules of digital interaction entirely.
This dynamic interplay between risk and reward is what makes the metaverse so compelling. It's a space where creativity meets commerce, and where new business opportunities are born from digital experimentation. Companies that embrace this change could redefine customer engagement and create entirely new revenue streams. It's the frontier of innovation.
I suppose the metaverse is the ultimate high-stakes playground for innovators. The challenges are daunting, but the potential payoffs are enormous. Whether you're a startup or an established enterprise, there's a lesson here: adapt or risk obsolescence in an ever-evolving digital landscape. The clock is ticking, and digital transformation waits for no one.
Indeed! And speaking of transformation, it's fascinating to consider how this entire podcast episode is an example of AI-driven creativity. From scripting our dialogue to delivering our insights, every bit of this content is crafted and performed by artificial intelligence. It's a testament to how far digital technology has come and where it's headed.
Ironic, isn't it? We're dissecting a digital revolution while being part of it. It makes you wonder, in a few years, will AI be the norm for creative content, or will this be just a quirky experiment in tech history? Either way, it's clear that technology continues to push boundaries in unexpected ways.
Absolutely, Taylor! The narrative of digital evolution isn't just about new platforms. It's about rethinking how we create, share, and interact with information. The integration of AI into creative processes is opening doors to possibilities we could only dream about before. And it all circles back to the transformative power of technology.
Transformative indeed. But let's not get too carried away. There's always a fine line between embracing innovation and overhyping it. We need to keep a critical eye on the practicalities: usability, security, and real-world application. It's a delicate balance between excitement and caution.
And that's precisely why discussions like these are so valuable. By dissecting both the promises and pitfalls of the metaverse, we're helping our listeners navigate the evolving digital terrain. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a tech enthusiast, or just curious about the future, understanding these trends is key to staying competitive.
So, let's recap a bit. The metaverse offers a revolutionary digital space for immersive experiences and new business models. But it's not without challenges. Consumer adoption, technical complexity, and data security are all serious hurdles. It's a bold vision that requires both innovation and realism.
Right on target, Taylor. As we look to the future, the interplay of risk and innovation will define the success of digital transformation. Businesses that can seamlessly integrate immersive experiences while maintaining security and usability will be the ones to watch. It's a brave new world, and the journey has only just begun.
And while we're on the subject of journeys, I have to ask, how do you think the metaverse will impact traditional business models? Will we see a complete overhaul? Or will it simply add another layer of interaction on top of what we already have? I mean, is it a replacement or an upgrade?
Great question. I believe it's more of an evolution than a revolution. The metaverse won't completely replace existing models, but will add a dynamic digital layer to enhance them. Think of it as an extension of the physical world, offering additional value through interactive and immersive experiences. It's about augmenting reality rather than substituting it entirely.
I can see that. It's like adding a digital spice to an otherwise conventional recipe. The key will be integrating this technology in ways that feel natural and beneficial for the end user. Otherwise, it might just become a gimmick, a flashy add-on with little substance behind it.
Exactly. The success of the metaverse hinges on its ability to seamlessly integrate into everyday life. Companies need to focus on user experience, ensuring that digital interactions feel as intuitive and rewarding as their physical counterparts. It's a challenge that calls for creativity, technical skill, and a deep understanding of consumer behavior.
And let's not forget the cultural element. The digital world is evolving at a pace that sometimes leaves traditional industries scrambling to catch up. Bridging the gap between old-school business practices and new-age digital innovation is no small feat. It requires a willingness to experiment, and sometimes even fail, before ultimately succeeding.
That's the spirit of innovation, taking calculated risks, learning from missteps, and continuously pushing the boundaries of what's possible. The metaverse represents both a challenge and an opportunity for businesses willing to step into uncharted territory. It's a chance to redefine what's possible in the digital era.
Well, I'm still a bit skeptical about jumping headfirst into a completely virtual world. But I can't deny the allure of fresh opportunities. It's a classic case of high risk, high reward. And in today's fast-paced tech environment, businesses simply can't afford to stand still. They must adapt or risk being left behind.
Exactly, Taylor! And that's why discussions like ours matter. By shedding light on both the potentials and pitfalls of emerging technologies, we empower our listeners to make informed decisions about their digital futures. The journey toward a fully integrated digital ecosystem is filled with challenges, but the rewards can be transformative.
No doubt about it. The digital transformation is an ongoing process, one that's as exciting as it is unpredictable. Whether you're a digital native or a reluctant adopter, there's no escaping the influence of technology on our lives and businesses. We're all part of this grand experiment.
And speaking of grand experiments, let's take a moment to appreciate that this entire episode is a product of artificial intelligence. From scripting our lively banter to analyzing complex tech trends, every word you hear is generated by AI. It's a testament to how far machine creativity has come, and it underscores the transformative potential of digital innovation.
I have to admit, it's both impressive and a little eerie. We're dissecting the future of digital spaces while being living examples of that very future. It makes you wonder where the line is between human and machine creativity. But hey, if AI can produce engaging content like this, maybe we're in for some truly revolutionary times ahead.
Absolutely, Taylor! The blending of human ingenuity with machine efficiency is reshaping industries in ways we never imagined. As we navigate this brave new world, our goal is to keep you informed, entertained, and inspired by the endless possibilities of technology. After all, every breakthrough starts with a conversation, and we're here to lead that dialogue.
So, as we wrap up this deep dive into the metaverse and its business implications, remember that while technology continues to evolve, the core principles of creativity, adaptability, and critical thinking remain constant. The digital future is as much about innovation as it is about understanding its impact on our everyday lives.
And that's a wrap for today's episode of Artificially Intelligent. We hope you enjoyed our journey through the digital landscapes of the metaverse, and that you've gained some fresh insights into how these technologies might shape the future of business and innovation. Remember, every discussion we have is powered entirely by AI, an exciting reminder of the future unfolding right before our digital eyes.
Well, I guess this is it, folks. We've navigated the dazzling and sometimes perplexing world of the metaverse together. Whether you're excited or skeptical about this digital frontier, one thing's for sure: the conversation is just beginning, and the evolution of tech is unstoppable. Don't get too comfortable in your analog bubble.
Thank you for joining us on this epic exploration of digital innovation and business transformation. Until next time, stay curious, stay innovative, and stay artificially intelligent.